Yeah, I'll be with you in just one sec. Oh, snap! What's up? It's you! How you been, dude? Put it there. Been a long time. Been a minute. You've been enjoying those games that we selected for you last time? Excellent. I am so delighted to hear that you enjoy the selection that I have chosen for you. What can I bestow upon you today? So, you're trying to just cop a couple of newer games? And maybe a few older ones? Alright, well, lucky for you, I already had a premium selection set aside for our more pristine and more well-respected customers here at the shop. And you are the first one that has come in when I have been manning the fort, so you get exclusive dibs on these grabs. And of course, all the games you're gonna see are used, so they're gonna be like hella cheap. So the first one that we've got here is Payday II. This one has been out for a little bit. I don't really play Payday all that much, so I'm not very well versed on the game, in all honesty. But you essentially just get in with a group of other players or other characters in the game, and you do like bank heists. You like rob banks, tie people up, take people hostage, shootouts with the police. Very intense first-person shooter kind of objective-based game here. So how are we feeling about maybe wanting to do some like bank capers? You wanna get that money. You wanna rob those banks. Okay. Not suiting your fancy. That's fine. Got another one here that's been out for a hot minute. This one has a pretty big competitive following as well. Rocket League. Rocket League. Yeah, it's basically just like soccer, football, whatever. But rocket-powered cars instead of actual players. It's pretty fun. Gets pretty lame once like the pro season is over, because then all of like the super good players hop on to the non-ranked stuff and they just kind of blow everybody out of the water. So we like a maybe on this one. Cool. All right, I will set this one aside. And we've got another one here. Another lightly used one. We've got Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World is the newest installment of the Monster Hunter franchise. It's been around for a bit. I haven't played any of the other games, in all honesty. I was told that they had games come out for, like the handheld consoles as well. A couple of my buddies were on Monster Hunter though, and then when they found out that Monster Hunter World was coming out, they suggested that we all get it so that we could have something awesome and fun to play together. And I had many marvelous adventures with this game. Basically just hunt monsters. You use rewards to like level up your weapons and like your armor and stuff. So there's a lot of incentive to keep playing. It's very addicting, very hard to put down. We thinking maybe you want to hunt some monsters? Dope. I'll put that one aside too. Now we've got a couple of newer games, like some new that just came out. First one being, remember how we met last time and I sold you Doom 2016? We have got the new Doom Eternal. This game is some hot fire. Super fun. If you like the first one, this absolutely blows it completely out of the water. Totally badass. Non-stop action, demon killing, world saving, ass kicking. Non-stop. I think the soundtrack for this game is also pretty dope too. The same guy who did a lot of the first game's soundtrack also hopped aboard for this one too. So it's still got that super gnarly like metal soundtrack. Plus, this right here is the deluxe edition with the code still unused. So if you get this, you get access to some premium content. You get a year one pass for the first two installments of downloadable content that come out for this. And you get a demonic player skin, so you get to look badass while you're beating ass. And then you get the classic weapons sound pack that you can toggle on and off at your will, which makes all of your super awesome weaponry in the game sound like the classic Doom weapons. And I'd be willing to let this go for a modest yet friendly rate, because it is new and it's the deluxe, not the deluxe. The deluxe. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one aside for you because I know you want this shit. And then the next and last of the new that we have got here. The one, the only, the highly anticipated, the much rumored and fabled Final Fantasy VII Remake. I know I may throw words like this out quite a bit about games, but Final Fantasy VII is some hot fire. Totally gnarly. It took the folks who made this game so long to make it, and the release date kept getting pushed back, so big Final Fantasy fans were very shocked and very happy to see that it was finally coming out this year. You know about Final Fantasy VII? You don't know about Final Fantasy VII? Man, we're closing in like an hour and 20 minutes. Otherwise, I would tell you everything about Final Fantasy VII, but that's not going to be enough time. Really, the only thing I can tell you about this is there's an evil corporation who is harnessing the power of the world, the energy of the world, like the life source of it, and they turn it into power and sell it to people. And you play as a resistance type group who plans to overthrow that company and attempts to save the world for everybody. Yeah, you come up from like the slums and you kind of like have to fight the really high class, like the upper class. You know, it's got some very dope story in it. So how are we feeling about wanting to get our Final Fantasy VII on, huh? Okay, understandable. There is a lot of games. They don't really tie in too much to it, though. You sure? Okay, alright. Stick with what you know. Good deal. Alright. You know, you've only got like 3 games. If you wanted to get some other accessories, I'd be willing to put them all in a pretty modest bundle for you. If you need some more stuff. Yeah. You're running out of space on your PlayStation hard drive. Okay, well, since we have been in a very professional relationship for so long of you buying shit from me, I trust you with this external hard drive. You can just plug this baby right into the back of your PlayStation, and it will give you an extra terabyte of memory. Now, the reason I need to trust you with this is my own personal hard drive. I have a bunch of extra ones, though. I just kind of have this one lying around, and I could use a couple extra bucks, so I'd be willing to let this one slide for like, I don't know, 20 bucks. That sound good? Okay, cool. But when you get it, make sure you format it and pay no mind to all the anime titties on there. It was like that when I got it, I swear. Is there any other accessories that you may think you may need while you're here? Another headset. Well, what happened to the last one that I got you? I'm sorry, come again. You were playing Fortnite and you threw it against a wall. What are you, like 8 years old? You're very fortunate that we have another very lightly used set just like it. Although you may want to closely examine the labeling on this one, it has a tag on it that specifically says, keep away from impact at high speeds. Also, what the hell are you doing playing Fortnite? You should know better. Yeah, these are like exactly the same ones, except they're a model newer, but they're still not resistant to being thrown against a damn wall. So, don't act like an ass with your stuff. Alright, so definitely want the headphones, right? Okay. And then the hard drive. Okay. And then the games I had set aside were Doom Eternal, Monster Hunter World, and Rocket League. Is that all good? Okay, awesome. Let me do the math on those real quick. Got that one. Yep, got that one. Got that one. What's the number on the hard drive? 649. Okay. Got this one. Okay. So the price came out to about $175, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop my employee discount on that. Yeah. Okay, so about 130 is what we've got for the total. Does that all sound cool? Awesome. Alright, yeah. I'll go ahead and take that card from you. Oh, yeah, there you go. Have that one back. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and email that receipt to you now. Is your email still animefanatic69@yahoo.com? Okay, I figured it was. Alright. Okay, well, would you like a bag for all these? No? Okay. Very considerate of you to bring your own bag. There you go. Alright, well, I'm glad that you got to come into our shop. I'm glad I could get you taken care of today. I would be delighted if you stuck around, but my manager's coming back from lunch anytime, and I'm on her bad side for cutting people so many deals. So maybe you should skedaddle before she comes on back.